Joining me now is Congressman Scott Rigell, a Republican from Virginia. And Congressman, as far as you can tell, given the details emerging from the McConnell and Reid deal, is that something you can imagine the House Republican caucus voting for?
Well, Chris, like so many things that come my way up here in Washington, it's not exactly what I'd like. But look, the pressure and the pain is very real from this shutdown. It's hurting Virginia's 2nd Congressional District. It's hurting our country. And I really think the fight, to the extent there is a fight, and there is one, should really be about overall funding of our government and not the debt limit. And so I would, based on what I know, I would support it based on what I know.
You sir, are an outlier. You were, if I'm not mistaken, the only Republican in the House to vote against the defunding of Obamacare in this last round that caused the shutdown, a vote that I happen to agree with. But if you were going to vote for this, that doesn't necessarily tell us where the heart of the House Republican caucus is. My question to you is, what is the sense you get from your colleagues? Is there communication happening in the House Republican caucus right now about this emerging deal?
Not yet. There certainly will be tomorrow morning. And Chris, let me be clear. You know, I don't support what I really believe is the Unaffordable Care Act, and I voted no on that first continuing resolution because of my just absolute repudiation of how we don't budget up here. Continuing resolutions hurt our country. What's really needed is for us to get through this, to have a short-term solution, but really, I think every member of Congress, member of the House or the Senate should be required to answer this question. What specific plan, do you support to get a hold of our long-term spending? I have a plan. It's the America First plan. I offered it last week. And what's largely absent up here is specificity, because people are so afraid of grabbing something. This has bipartisan appeal. It has things that Democrats will like and things that Republicans will like, and it also has things that both parties will object to, which means I think we're on the right track.
I want to talk about the sort of budget negotiations that may come in a second, but first of all, if it comes to pass, a deal is hammered out in the Senate along the lines of what we've seen so far. It goes to the House, and if it comes to pass that John Boehner brings it to the floor for a vote, which is an open question, and if it comes to pass that it passes, what will you and the Republican Party tell your constituents about what the heck the purpose of this shutdown was?
Well, Chris, the first day of the shutdown, I sent out this tweet, and I knew it would put us in maybe an odd position, but I knew it was the right one. I said, look, it's time for a clean CR. Here's why. I looked out as best as one could and said, how does this look day 3, day 6, day 12, indeed day 14? It didn't look good to me, and our objective became muddier, and I didn't think it would be good for our conference or our country. So I'm not happy with this process that we've been through. So I think your point's well taken there.
The answer to that is there's nothing to tell constituents because nothing was genuinely gained from this.
Well, if we're going to take the American people through a very painful process of not funding the government, look, it's not that I'm unwilling. And I understand the full ramifications of it, Chris. This has real impact on real families all across America. Some are furloughed and they know they're going to get their pay when they come back. A lot of families are not in that situation. I mean, they're flat out unemployed. 900,000 jobs are estimated to have been lost because of this whole thing. I mean, this is deeply troubling. But what's equally troubling is our failure as a country and this institution and the president to agree upon a long-term plan that slows down the growth
you will not get
of mandatory spending.
You will not get any argument from me that the short-term government by CR is no way to go. Congressman Scott Rigell of Virginia, thank you so much.
Thank you.